Hi, I'm Drea with Enlightening Offerings, and if you've watched previous videos that I've posted, sometimes I talk about reoccurring themes in the universe, little nudges that come from the divine that show us areas that we need to be paying more attention to. And in the last week, I have experienced such nudges, and in talking with people close to me, I've understood that they are also experiencing similar issues. And I thought perhaps you had too. And so I wanted to hop on here and share some of the reasoning that I have found that perhaps leads to feelings of being frazzled, a little bit of loneliness, some maybe short-temperedness, just in the last couple of weeks. There are physiological reasons for this, there are astrological reasons for this, and there's emotional reasons for this. And they're all normal, and you're not crazy, and it's okay. So physiologically, as humans, we have had millennia to get into a synchronous cycle with the earth, right? And so the earth, they say you plant in spring to grow in the summer, to harvest in fall and rest in the winter. And throughout the millennia, this time after fall is over and the harvest season is done, we cozy up by a fire and have candlelit conversations with the people that we love. And we sleep long hours, and we just basically do what absolutely has to be done and work with what we have harvested in previous months to get us through. It's a time of introspection, it's a time of important communication, and it's really only been in the last 100 or maybe 200 years that technological advances have allowed us to kind of steer away from the Earth's cycle of rest. And we are able to push more in this dark time of rest. And there are a lot of good benefits to that, but I think it also steals something from our souls. And the holidays come and pass, and instead, I don't know, maybe it's, you know, I'm a mom and I'm married, and maybe not everyone feels this, but I leave the holiday season not feeling relaxed, not feeling rejuvenated and ready to start plowing the fields in the springtime. I leave the holidays, it's like I need a vacation from my vacation. And so we're doing ourselves a bit of a disservice, I think, by not taking advantage of the dark time. And I think our genetic memories are feeling that, and we're being torn between our modern conscious mind and our primeval subconscious genetic selves that are telling us that right now is the time to cozy up, not hurry up. And so we're feeling that tear, that disconnect right there. Astrologically speaking, last Monday was the new moon in Scorpio, which was a time of really slowing down and really going inward and doing that juicy shadow work. A week from today, we have a full moon in Gemini, which is also offering an opportunity for a lunar eclipse. And then 2 weeks after that, we have a new moon in Sagittarius, while the sun is also in Sagittarius, and we have a solar eclipse at that time. And then a week after that, we enter, so on 12/21, so 1/2/2/1, numerologically speaking, is a portal day. It's also winter solstice here in the Northern Hemisphere. And so it's a big day of the longest night. Big day of the longest night. It's the darkest night. It's the longest night of the year when we are supposed to be able to really sink into that dark, juicy goodness. And yet I'm seeing over and over again that people are just calling for the light to come back sooner. rather than appreciating the dark. A week after that, we have New Year's. A week and a half after that, we have New Year's. So we enter 2021, where I know I have held out a little bit of hope that everything will just miraculously go away and be all better, because New Year's, right? We set goals and we count down, and when the ball drops and the fireworks go off, then everything is a fresh new start. Well, unfortunately, and this leads us into the emotional aspect of things, I think we're all kind of recognizing, or finally coming to terms with the fact that things are not going to go back to normal, what we used to consider normal. I know I am mourning that. I am feeling that hard. I am feeling the loss of traditions throughout the holidays that have carried me through my childhood into my adulthood, that I've shared with my children now. And it's really some heavy, hard work to sit in that stillness and sit in the darkness and try to stay warm and keep things circulating while also appreciating the blessings that we used to have that were probably underappreciated, but also the blessings that we still do have, and the things that we are now able to appreciate deeper that we probably would have distracted away with intoxicants and activities and all of the material things that maybe we're coming to realize aren't actually that important. So I just want you to know that if you are feeling any of these things, any bit of anxiety and anger or extra levels of drama throughout your day, you are not alone. You are not crazy. And just because you're not alone in this does not devalue your feelings and your emotions in this situation. You are deserving of being heard and held. I hope that you find warmth, and I hope that you take a moment sometime between now and December 21st, when we enter that longest night, and really just sink into the darkness, because there is nothing to be afraid of here. It might feel lonely, might feel a little more isolated than we are used to in our modern society, but it's natural, and there's beauty here, and I hope that you find some space to breathe in the darkness.